Okay, speaking from my own personal experiences, would I say tiring or would I say it's time consuming? You get to wake up as early as 4 or 5 a.m. depending on where you stay and where you work. You need to get to the office before 7.
Every day?
Of course, yes, every day. Because there are early morning meetings before we open to customers. So you should be in the office as early as 7 a.m. You need to clock in, see your attendance, and then I'm sure you waking up by 5 a.m. going to work. You must be really sleepy. So most of the time when I get to the office, I still like take a nap 10 or 20 minutes before the meeting. Yes.
Okay. Like today, we were supposed to start the interview earlier, but you went to work today, and today is Sunday.
Yes. Banking is you get to work weekends too, like Saturday and Sunday, but it's actually being rotated. So me working this weekend does not make me on duty next weekend. So this working weekend has to do with the ATMs. So if the ATMs are not working, I'm not sure you'll be able to withdraw money. So we need to keep it up and running. So once it goes off, actually on Saturday they're expected to sit in from 8 to 6.
Every Saturday.
On Saturday we sit in the office, like you sit in the office. But Sundays you can be at home. When you get called, maybe security, this ATM is not paying, then you can come to the office and fix it. But we don't sit in on Sundays. But Saturdays you sit in the office. There's no closing time. There's no closing time, honestly.
Everyone should have a closing time. Like,
okay, on your offer letter, they will tell you resumption time 7:30 to 4:30 p.m. But it's not always like that. Especially if you're working in operations.
yeah.
Okay, in a typical branch in the bank, there are operations and marketers. So operations are the people that attend to you when you walk into the bank, like the tellers, the customer service, the cash officer. Those are the people you see when you come into the banking hall. Then the marketers are those upstairs, like those that get to open your accounts, and all accounts, relationship management basically. So the operations staff, they close to customers at 4. Like you don't enter the bank once it's 4 p.m. But then they need to close some books and settle their accounts, balance their cash, attend to the few customers remaining, do some back works that we cannot basically start explaining on this video. Okay. So depending on the environment you are in, some branches in not so busy areas, the operation staff get to go home, I say maybe between 6 or 7.
Okay.
Some people close as early as 5 o'clock. But then branches that are in busy areas, maybe probably due to the crowd that come into the bank and the time and all, they should be closing maybe between 7 or 8, and I don't know when you will
They join Lagos traffic again before
exactly,
you get home.
Exactly.
So close of work basically depends on when, how busy the branch is.
Exactly, and how fast or how you are able to balance your cash, and because you can't close if you are a teller, for instance. You can't balance your cash, like you can't close if you're having a shortage or if you're having an excess. You have to find it, like you have to be balanced. The money that you've given out to customers that want to withdraw, that came in to withdraw for that particular, they have to balance with the money that you've collected from those that came to deposit. So there are some instances where probably because of the rush, okay, you don't remember some things, and maybe you are having a shortage of 20,000, 5,000, you can't close. So these are most of the things that maybe I would say that get to slow down your closing time. But then recently the bank advises everybody to close at least 6 p.m. I've always wanted to be a bank.
Wow.
I have always wanted to be a bank. Comes to being a banker is that first everybody thinks you have money. Everybody just believes you have money. Like the money you're seeing every day, they think it's your own. You're living large and this. Everybody believes you have money. Wow. That's like my number one challenge.
And you don't know how to explain that you don't have money.
Everybody believes you have money. That's it. Then you get to wake up early You go to work early, you close the traffic, you're getting home late, you're tired, you're trying to sleep and wake up the next day for the same routine of waking up early. And then there's this, because of Lagos traffic, if you're not out at this particular time, maybe if you're 5 minutes late to your bus stop and all, you can get stuck in traffic. So apart from the traffic and everybody thinking you have money and the pressure that comes with you bringing in deposits, or you're not doing well in this particular area, or you need to meet up before month end or before quarter. I wouldn't be speaking for everybody because I'm speaking for myself. I don't see how you have to sleep with somebody for the person to bring in money into his own account, not your account, his own account. So it's not like you're getting any money for yourself. You're actually sleeping with somebody to pay him money into his own account that he can access at any time. I think that's absurd. So I don't see how it's not reasonable for you to sleep with somebody to deposit money into his own account that he has access to at any time. So I don't think it makes sense to me. I wouldn't know about any other. Because you get to work Monday to Friday, when you're on duty Monday to Sunday, it's quite tiring. So most of the time you get, most of the public holidays or when you're free, you just want to rest. You just want to rest. Personally, I'm not a social person, but there are some people that, in spite of all this, they are at every parties, every wambe. So personally, I just want to sleep when I have the time. My advice to young girls: you're actually a young girl, you're growing up, you need the money, because I wouldn't lie, working in the bank is quite lucrative. Like, you get paid well. So I wouldn't know what else you're doing with your time that you don't want to work. So there's actually nothing to be scared about. Once you know what you're doing, you're top of your game, you're on the job, I don't think you have any issues. Apart from the fact that you need to work weekends. Like I said, it's not all the time. Like you're working this weekend does not make you working next weekend. Like, it's actually, there's a rotation. So I think if you feel you can work around it, but it's not the typical 9 to 5 job. You need to wake up early, you need to put some sacrifices, you need to sacrifice some things. You can't go on leave during Christmas. You need to, like, there are actually some sacrifices that you need to make. The bank job is not steady. You can downsize at any time. So
okay, bank jobs, there's no job security.
the bank can decide to downsize, and when they are talking about downsizing, they start from the staffs that are not doing well. So if you are on top of your game, I don't think you should be worried about that. They start downsizing like from the least performing staff.
Okay.